And I thought it was funny. But talking about what he said after the match, that's when after the match though, he gave me a huge hug and he said, "We're going to be really good friends."
Yes.
And he pretty much, I went on the road with him. We wrestled I don't even know how many matches against each other, because like he always said, it's like a night off. All he has to do is just show up, put his gear on, go out to the ring and let me call it, and we're going to tear it down, and it's going to be safe.
Now, is there anybody here recently that you've run into that's kind of done that with you and just kind of helped you out, and you know exactly how Jerry felt?
Yeah, I get like this weekend, I'm going to step in the ring with Marco, and Marco Stunt, and a ton of talent. I mean, the kid is unbelievable. But we got up in the ring, worked out before the show at one of the CCW tapings, and we're out there working out, and he's calling my stuff for me. And now it was it was a cool feeling, and I knew exactly what Jerry felt. But in the ring, I've always been the ring general. I've always been the guy to help get everybody in the right spots, make sure everything makes sense and that kind of stuff. And at CCW, the guys are so talented there. I mean, it's great being able to get into the ring with guys and not have to worry about putting them in the right spot, because they're so talented themselves that all I have to do is I'll call a spot, and I know I don't have to worry about anything. Those guys are going to be where they need to be.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's a lot of people who, I guess you dislike wrestling. I guess that's what they don't understand we got this planned out, but if you don't do your job, you're really going to seriously hurt somebody.
Absolutely.
And when that happens, it's no longer fake anymore. I mean, yeah, exactly. You can call it fake, but there's so much to it that could go wrong, and not just seriously hurt somebody, but I'm talking about like paralyze, kill. I mean, it's not really a joke.
No, it's not at all. I mean, that's one of those where I 100% behind the whole do not try this at home, moniker that people use nowadays, because it really is. I mean, it may be scripted entertainment, but the bumps, a lot of the strikes are real. I mean, the whole, especially, there's different mindsets in professional wrestling. There's the Japan, there's the Memphis style, there's the Midwest style, and I've been able to do, in the lucha style, I've been able to do just about every single one of them, and they're all different. But especially with CCW, the Midwest style is kind of more of a strong style type. It's kind of a mixture between Memphis style and New Japan, and a lot of those strikes, they connect.
Yeah,
they may not be full force. I'm not going to knock a guy's head off, but you want to hear that pop, and that's what the crowd pops off of in those areas. You got to be able to work whatever style. Memphis style, you're able to go out there and headlock, hip toss, arm drag, Tennessee spot, blah, blah, brouhaha, throw a fireball and go home. But the Midwest style, you're going to have to go out there, and it's kind of like the Rip Rogers thing. It's going to be, strike spot, dive, all that other stuff. There's different flavors of ice cream, and I want to be able to make every flavor so that everyone in the crowd can get what they want out of their ice cream.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like a hypocrite as I get older, because, of course, my kids, they've started to get into it. And, of course, growing up, me and my brother, I mean, it was what it was. That's what we did.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel, in a way, kind of feel bad. Like, look, man, y'all can't be doing that in the house. Look, quit doing that in the front yard. And I was like, look, let me just explain to you. All right. If you do it, you got to understand this. You can't be punching as he's trying to punch. I mean, you're just going to sit here and knock each other out. I mean, you got to work with each other. It's not just get out here and let you swing. I mean, everybody can't be on offense.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's got to be the person that's going to get beat up.
The crazy part is me growing up, I figured out wrestling was a work without knowing wrestling was a work, because it's the crazy part. Me and my brother and friends would wrestle out in the yard. And whether on trampoline and then in the yard when we didn't have a trampoline, we would wrestle, but we didn't know it was fake at the time. And we would kind of scrap, and we really go out there. But the deal was the crazy part was I don't remember what the age it was, 13, 14, 15 maybe. I actually, because my brother and his friends stopped wanting to come over and wrestle because I could just beat them up every time, that I started allowing them to beat me up without them knowing that I'm doing it. I started working before I knew it was the work. Like I would let them, so that they would continue to come over and wrestle, I would take and allow them to do a lot more stuff. And then, then figure out years later. So the crazy part is I was a worker before I knew it was a work.
Well, see that.
And then, like, with my kids, it's so crazy because my kids grew up in wrestling. They grew up, mom and dad both wrestled, and they've known it since day one. My kids have done spots in the ring, so they've never done like I did as a kid, where me and my brother go out there and actually fight. Yeah, my kids will go up and they'll work each other, and they'll get caught. They may wrestle each other, and one of them hit the other one too hard, and my kids are crazy. So my kids will look at each other and say, "Hey, calm down, it's a work, kid."
Let's see, that's what helped me and my brother out. And my dad actually started training, and he did the wrestling thing for a little bit. I mean, he realized quickly that he couldn't do that because he's working at home, but he's working, where's he working at? In Olive Branch, Mississippi. All of his shows are down in Birmingham, Jackson, stuff like that. So, I mean, during the week. So he realized quick he couldn't do that. But a lot of this, when he would train on Saturdays in Tupelo, he'd come back and they would record it and we'd watch it and he'd kind of talk to us. So I guess that was an advantage for me and my brother. I mean, we was like, all right, cool. So that's what you do. All right, got you. Yep. Yeah, I think I'm on to sit down and talk to these kids because I got one who already got a tooth knocked out and it has not grown back yet, and this has been at least 6-7 months. So he caught an elbow one night. The very next morning, when they go out to the backyard and he catches a knee and pop, it's right on out.
You got to teach that kid how to work.
Yeah, yeah. See, you got my oldest is on he right now. All it is RKO. That's it. And I'm like, man, you cannot be just running around trying to RKO everybody, especially when your brother's coming in hollering about John Cena and trying to hit you with a clothesline. I mean, it's not going to work. Yeah.
Plus, I mean, the RKO's out of nowhere. Super Cena doesn't sell anything.
I mean, I guess that's why he got a tooth knocked out. It makes sense now. All right. Now, when we were talking to Jason, I told him, given the opportunity, he gets to book one match, WrestleMania. Anybody he wants. No matter if they're active now or what. He gives me Shawn Michaels, AJ Styles. That's what he's booking. I'm giving you opportunity. Headline WrestleMania. Anybody, past, present, you have or haven't worked with. Who you going with?
Well, if it's going to be WrestleMania, you got Shawn Michaels has to be in it. That's Mr. WrestleMania. Nobody outperforms Shawn Michaels. And then, as far as Shawn's opponent, who would I put against Shawn at WrestleMania, main event, get to book one time. It doesn't matter about like drawing ability, just the best match possible.
Right, because at first he was going to start hollering about Hogan and somebody else. I'm like, we're not going with that. Not going
by money. We're going by the actual match quality.
Right.
I'm putting Shawn Michaels against Austin Lane.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
I'm going to be a little cocky about it because I'm telling you right now that the being able to get on that stage with someone that is a storyteller and able to do what I do the same way with it, like Shawn Michaels, the opportunity to get in the ring with the guy named Shawn Michaels and AJ's great, but I would, if I was going to be a betting man, to say I'm going to put what I can afford to put down on a match to say that this one is going to be a better match between Shawn Michaels and AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels and Austin Lane. Never bet against the best of the
best. So you kind of understand why Triple H keeps coming back like he does, huh?
Like, yep, exactly.
You need somebody to fight him. I know the perfect person. Give me about 3 months to get back ready.
That's right.
Oh, Jesus. Well, Austin, man, I appreciate you being on.
It's my pleasure. I always enjoyed it. Loved being on the podcast before. rest in peace. And, you know, and I'll
Well, it's not official yet.
I'll give a plug out for you too. Don't forget Blockbuster's got $2.99 rentals for 5 days. You get to keep VHS for 5 days, but always, I mean, this is my advice to everyone. Always be kind and rewind.
See? How did I forget about the be kind rewind? Oh my God.
Always be kind, rewind. They even make nowadays, they got the little machine that's an automatic rewinder. Put the cassette in there, you put it down, it rewinds it in like 30 seconds. You're good to go.
How much can I get one of those at Walmart for?
Man, you can get them on Walmart right now. I think they're on sale like $14.99.
14, wow.
$14.99, you can get it, and man, that's so much easier instead of putting the VCR and having to stop and rewind, and it takes like 4 or 5 minutes to rewind an entire cassette tape. You can take them. I got blank tapes, man. I've recorded so many daggum episodes on TV, Gilligan's Island, and everything. You can put like 14 movies on each one of those VHSs. You can rewind the entire thing in like 30 seconds. It's unbelievable. I got the Goonies on there, Romancing the Stone. I mean, we're set.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So you got a sponsorship contract with Blockbuster too, I see.
That's right. Blockbuster Video, reach out to me. If not, I'm one with Premiere Video. I mean, one of them, there's a little mom and pop store right down the road right here that got me right now. Video, it's movies to go. You can take in movies home, and they got WrestleMania 3 on the dual cassette tape. You can rent Nintendo games on there. I mean,
see, I'm gonna lose my sponsorship. I might as well call Movie Gallery and see if they need somebody. Because once Blockbuster hears this, I'm done. Movie
Gallery is the way of the future. You can rent a VHS tape and you get tanned at the same visit.
Yeah, I mean, my tan game is a little lacking, but no, I'm good. I can't go that route. I'll just keep the half arm like I got. We're good. I keep my shirt on.
Yes, right. Just keep that farmer's tan. It'd be all right.
See, you don't know because you won't see it. I'm not fixing to show you, so you good.
We good.
Your imagination, you got to let that work.
Oh yeah.
But man, good luck on everything.
I appreciate it. Man, don't forget.
Once this thing blows up,
once
this thing blows up, I'll bring you back.
Heck yeah, we'll do it as many times as we did the Rain on Wrestling. Yeah, don't forget to tell everybody, download the Fight TV app, watch CCW Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. And on demand immediately following that. And if you see my name on a flyer, always go out there because I'm going to be from rope to rope and pillar to post, the best of the best inside that wrestling ring.
All right, there he is. Once again, Austin Lane. All right, hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Did it sound like I was having fun? I was. I really, really was. Get ready. Join us next week for we want to break it down. For a 2-part interview. We're bringing the Green back. Talk more about the upcoming mixtape, now entitled House Villains, with Yellow Fever. He also will be joining us. Like I said, that interview was fun. It ran a little long. So we're going to break that down into 2 episodes. So that's who we're going to have on the show next week. Don't miss that one. And bam, I think that's about it for today. Like always, however you're listening, Google, SoundCloud, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, whatever they're calling it these days. Go hit that like button, that share button, that subscribe button. Leave a little review. Want to get with me directly? Go to Twitter, GH Beard Gang. Always welcome comments. I might chit chat with you a little bit.